She's not merely my cousin, Mama.
Papa, please.
She is my sister.
These are the keys of the house.
I cannot attend London without her.
They have hung at the waist of your aunt for the last 30 years.
I am not Lady Mary. I am not an unwanted maid.
Lady Mary is too old to continue in charge of the house. You may take up your duties on your return.
Lord knows I'll need the two of you to keep each other out of trouble.
Are you punishing me?
This is a beautiful film. For so many reasons. First of all, it's just pretty. I mean, we've even got the candles and the nice teapot going on in here and the dresses and all of it, but I think that the message of the film is beautiful as well. What drew you to this role? Because you're not new to the acting scene by any means, but I mean, this is a lead carrying the whole film.
Absolutely, this is my first lead in a movie, and like you say, you know, it is a beautiful, sumptuous period drama, and you know, I was definitely attracted by that element because I grew up watching Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility and all of those classics, but never was able to find myself cast in any of them when I left drama school, and so for me, the story of Dido, the fact that she really existed, was so intriguing to me. And, you know, not only do we have this beautiful, genteel world, but I think what we also try to explore is the ugliness underneath it that grounds it with the Zong slave case, which, you know, Lord Mansfield, played by Tom Wilkinson, is overruling at the time of Dido's, you know, coming out into society. So for me, it was a great balance of the romance and the political and also the issues of, you know, class and race and gender, I think are incredibly contemporary for today.
Right, and I was going to say, you know, what are the relevance and the implications for today? Because as a biracial woman myself, I was like, oh, I feel you, Dido, I get it. And I think we've come a long way since this time, but you know, it's not all fixed.
Exactly, and you know, it's universal. I feel like regardless of your race or your background, I think that everyone has identity issues at some point in their life. Where do they fit in? Who are they really? You know, and what makes you? Is it how you feel from the inside or how people perceive you from the outside? And that was something we talked a lot with Amma Asante, the director, about, you know, the idea of instinct versus conditioning, and you know, I think it's inspiring to see that Dido goes through this journey of starting off very frustrated and unsure of herself, and then finds the courage through love to, I guess, you know, speak for herself and have a voice.
Absolutely. Now tell me just a little bit, real quickly, about the scene where you want to like tear yourself out of your skin. I thought I got goosebumps just watching that. Was that the most difficult part of filming? That would be my guess.
You really hit the nail on the head. For me, as an actress, that was certainly the most challenging scene. And I think also one of the most integral scenes, because it really shows us a window into Dido's soul quite early on. You know, she's coping with this, you know, the manners of the time, and she's not saying anything, and she's just dealing with it and dealing with it. And the moment that we see her on her own, kind of having this self-harming moment of despair, for me that showed us, you know, just how far she had to go, and it was great to sort of have that ugliness, really, because, as I say, the rest of the world seems so sort of sensual and beautiful. Right. And you know, throughout the movie, there's several scenes in mirrors. You know, there's the combing of the hair scene with Mabel as well, where she's just beginning to, you know, get used to the idea of herself, and then later on when she takes off the engagement ring and is free. So yeah, that whole identity story was really a fascinating one to explore.
Beautiful and fascinating to watch, and there's already awards buzz going on for good reason. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
May I present the second of my two nieces, Miss Dido Lindsay.
A pleasure, Miss Lindsay.
You're watching BlackTree on TV, only on Soul of the South.